Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video, we are going to talk about the adjective. If you are looking for the part of speech other kind, noun, verb and adverb, so I'll give the link in the description below. You can go and watch those videos if you want. So let's begin. So what is an adjective? What is the definition of an adjective? We have to clear over the basic and the visual concept about our adjective before we go for in detail and deeply about the adjective. So for that we have an example. First example, Messi is a good player of football. Messi is noun here in this sentence. Football is over an object here and player is over verb here in this sentence. So what's the good in this sentence? Well, good is over an adjective here in this sentence which described our noun Messi, which described the qualities of our noun Messi isn't good or bad. Second example, she's a tall girl. In this example, girl is over an object here and she is over noun here. So what's the tall in this sentence? Well, tall is over an adjective which described our noun she, which tell us the qualities of our noun she isn't tall or short. So this is the basic concept about the adjective, and now we are going to talk about the adjective in detail and deeply to clear the concepts. So what is the definition of an adjective? Well, as we know, adjective is the fourth kind of part of speech. It is the major and the basic kind of part of speech. Definition: adjective described our noun and pronoun. In other words, we can say that adjective tell us the qualities described our noun and pronoun both. Our adjective even tell us about the qualities of our noun and pronoun. Example: Dubai is a beautiful city. In this example, Dubai is our noun here and city is our an object here. So what's the beautiful in this sentence? Well, beautiful is our an adjective here which described our noun Dubai, which described our noun the qualities, even tell us the qualities of our noun Dubai isn't beautiful or not. So these are the adjective. And now we are going to talk about the second example. Harry is a bad boy. In this example, Harry is our noun here and boy is our an adjective here. So what's the bad in this sentence? So bad is our an adjective here which described our noun Harry. Even tell us that qualities of our noun Harry isn't bad or good. So these are the adjective. In this slide, we are going to talk about the degrees of adjective. What are the degrees of adjective? And why we need to use the degrees of adjective? Well, the answer is the question is that we need to use the degrees of an adjective to make the comparison. If we want to make the comparison between the things or person, we have to need to use these degrees of adjective. In other words, we can say that we use the degrees of adjective for the comparison to compare the things or person, etc. And now the question arises here. How many degrees of adjective are? So in English, we have total 3 degrees of adjective, which are first, positive degree of adjective, second, comparative degree of adjective, third, superlative degree of adjective. In this slide, we are going to talk about the degrees of adjective in one by one in detail. And as we were discussing the previous slide, the first degree of adjective is the positive degree. So what is the positive degree and when we have to use this degree? So we use the positive degree to not make the comparison. When we have to not make the comparison between the things or person, we use this degree in a simple way, in a positive way, in a simple manner to describe someone or noun or pronoun. Example: Harry is a tall boy. In this example, Harry is over noun here and boy is over an object here. So what's the tall? So here tall is over an adjective. So this is the positive degree because we don't make any kind of comparison in this sentence, in this example. We just described our noun Harry, the qualities of our Harry in a simple way, in a positive way. So these are the positive degree. In this slide, we are going to talk about the second degree of our adjective, which is the comparative degree. As the name shows, comparative means something to compare. So whenever we have to use these degrees, we use the comparative degree to make the comparison between the two things. So in this degree, we have the condition. We have to make the comparison between only two things, two persons, etc. Example: Harry is taller than John. In this example, Harry is over noun here and John is also noun here. And taller, what's the taller in this sentence? Well, taller is our comparative degree which make the comparative over two persons, Harry or John. Which type of comparison is our degree of comparative tell? So, well, the comparison of height between Harry and John. So this is the comparative degree because we're making in this sentence the comparison between only two persons, Harry and John, according to the comparative degrees comparison. So these are the degrees of comparative. In this slide, we are going to talk about the third degree of our adjective, which is the superlative degree. Well, when we have to use these degrees, we use these degrees to describe the comparisons, the things which are more than two in numbers. So we make the comparison between those things which are more than two in numbers. So we have to use these degrees, superlative degree of adjective. Examples: she is tallest among all the women. In this example, she is over noun here and woman is over an object here. So what's the tallest in this sentence? Tallest is our superlative degree which described our noun she, because we're making the comparison in this sentence, in this example, among all the women, which are obviously more than two in numbers. So this is the degree of superlative degree which we have to use to make the comparison the things which are more than two in numbers. In this slide, we are going to talk about the changes of degrees. We can change our degrees by each others. So how we can change our degrees? For example, we can change our degree of positive into the degree of comparative and comparative into the degree of superlative degree. So how we can do that? We can change this by the three cases. First case, by adding the er into the positive degree and by adding the est into the comparative degree. To change it from comparative degree to superlative degree. Examples: bright. This is the positive degree of adjective. We are adding the er for making the comparative degree bright, brighter, and we are adding the est for making the superlative degree brightest. Strong, stronger, and strongest. Old, older, comparative, and oldest is a superlative degree. So this is the case 1. And in this slide, we are going to talk about the second case of our changes of degree. By adding the r to the positive degree to making the comparative degree, and by adding the st in the comparative degree to making the superlative degrees. Fine, this is our positive degree. If we add the letter r to make the comparative, so it will be finer. If we put the letters st into our positive degree, it will be superlative, finest, wise, wiser, wisest, and so on. In this slide, we are going to talk about the third case of our adjective. These are also known as irregular adjectives. So what are the irregular adjectives? They don't follow any kind of fixed pattern. Example, in the positive degree, we have the best, in comparative better, and in superlative good, little, less, and least. So they don't follow any kind of pattern. So these are the irregular adjectives. And this is all about today's lecture. Subscribe for more and like the video, and thanks for watching. If you have any kind of suggestions and questions, you can ask me in the comment section.